into December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua forced out to his left. And incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua out right. He's got Ruckert. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough fourth down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, try and put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Down. Here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Cowboys at 10-2 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On second down, Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got him in. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Jump. Hey, Phil.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one, 28 yards on the ground. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. On play action, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Hammond. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Tua sets up to pass it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Mixon. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Pollard again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
They'll run it with Elliott, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Hammond. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
Garabay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Prescott off play action. On the move to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little... To a hit, and the ball is out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They go back to Pollard on second down. Dances by him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, what a juke into space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Play action now, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they got 3rd and short.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. On the counter, Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 21-7. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Tua to try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but two Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Second and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Tua. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Going to run again here with Pollard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Up the middle, here's Elliott to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. Well, that second half, Charles.